What's up, y'all? Uh, It's Chief Silent, Black Hawk. Um, Back at it with another lesson. Before I start this lesson, I would like some peace and positive energy onto the lovely, beautiful goddesses here on the land. I would also like some peace and positive energy onto the gods on the land. And I would also like some peace and positive energy to the beings that are not made the way I'm made, but can reflect something that's within me. Um, I will also like some peace and positive energy, most importantly, to my mother, the queen of heaven and earth, Isis. Uh, and I would like some peace to all of your Rishas. Um, and I will also like some peace to the souls that are unaware of who they are right now and that are lost. I will also like some peace and positive energy to the cosmos and to the planet. Um, yeah, so basically, tonight, um, I was told to talk about timing, right? So we're going to talk about timing. Now, when you getting in to the understanding of the universe and the laws of the universe does not move and operate off of time. The universe operates off of the moment and what you feeling and your intentions. That's how the universe operates. It don't operate off no time because time does not exist. Time is an illusion. Because when you understand the mathematical connection between all of these numbers, you'll understand that there's no time, right? Because I told you that numbers is energy, right? So when you seeing a certain time, you think it's okay, this is the time of the day. No, that's the energy. The energy is reflecting something that's within you, but you got to be in tune with yourself to get the message, right? So that's why I explained before. If you see 222, does that mean you on the right path off the father line, off the left hand? Because a two is a cane flip, so you flip the two, you got the five. If you see 555, then that means you on the right path off the mother line and off the father line. Right, so now you flipping the energy onto the right hand, which is the mother line. Right, so that means you in tune with both energies, the feminine energy and the masculine energy. You in tune. Right, so these numbers is appearing in your peripheral vision as a message to show you where you at spiritually and where you walking on your what they would call spiritual path on your journey or on your pilgrimage. That's what all that's reflected. It's not no time. Right? So everything is moving at the pace of energy. Energy exchange. Uh Conscious exchange. One state of thinking to another state. That's how everything is moving, but there's no time in that. It has no time to it. Right? This is why the system has to give us jobs and all this shit and tell us that we have to be at a certain place at a certain time. Right? Because what that does is it plays with us consciously. Because if we start believing that everything that goes around the world has a time to it, we're going to start limiting ourselves and being able to do anything we want to do for ourselves. right? So I gotta be here at a certain time. If I ain't here at that certain time, something bad can happen, right? But if I do something at my own pace without no time or no restriction, then I'm gonna feel like I'm doing something bad. See, that's the trickery. That's how they tricked you into believing that the good that you want to do was bad, and that the shit that they want you to do is good when the shit that they want you to do is bad. You going off your own pace is what's right. It's what you're supposed to do, right? But you have to be aligned and be in tune to realize, how they tricking you. Right. You have to be in alignment with yourself to realize it. Right. Now, when you really in tune to yourself and realizing shit, you'll realize that there's no such thing as a purpose. A purpose is basically you saying that you here to do something, right? You was put here to do a certain thing for a specific reason, right? But if you're looking at the outcome of how shit is and how shit is going, there is no purpose in the world. There is no purpose. Everything is going at a specific pace. You just have to catch on to it. Right? Because everybody be like, oh, I'm here to do this, or I'm here to do that, or I'm here to do this, or I'm here to do that. But there's other motherfuckers that's doing the same shit that you're doing. So how can you say it's only you that's here to do that when there's other people that's been doing it? No, you just here just to contribute to what other motherfuckers was already doing. That's all you doing. You just contributing. It ain't you just here to do that specific thing. You just contributing. You was able to catch on to the pattern and how this world moves as far as the universal law rather than a third dimensional time. And now you starting to contribute to to keeping this shit going at a pace of a universal flow, not a time flow. That's all you doing. It ain't necessarily, oh, I'm here to do this specific thing. I'm here to, it don't even work like that. That don't exist. You just here to contribute to what others have already been doing. That's it. It ain't no purpose. A purpose don't exist. Once you really understand it and you really break shit down, this is what I realized. There's no such thing as a purpose. Everybody is just contributing, right? Because then if you tell yourself you have a purpose and then people start to know what your purpose is, then they gonna feel like you above them, right? And then if they feel like you above them, they gonna feel like you think you better than them. Oh, cause I got this certain purpose, I'm better than you. You ain't got that purpose, so you ain't better than me. You ain't shit. That's what people gonna start to feel. No, we all in this shit together. Any way that you can help your planet rise and help the energy rise, you can do it. Any way you can do it, you can do it. It ain't just, oh, I'm designed to do it. No, it's just any way you know how to help your people, you do it. That's it. There is no purpose. A lot of motherfuckers, they put themselves on these pedestals spiritually, try to really tell you that they better than somebody. But then when the motherfuckers really calm down and realize how this shit is, they realize it ain't as deep as they really thought it was. Right? Because you listen to yourself, all right, my purpose is to do, oh, I was sent here to do this, I was sent here to do that. Nigga, that's what everybody else already been doing. Nigga, what you talking about? You doing some shit that motherfuckers was already doing before. It's just cause it's you, or cause the way you doing it or the way you look, you think it's different from how everybody else is doing it, but it's the same shit. As long as you got the same message that the other righteous people in our community have, you contributing to the same shit. It don't matter how you do it, you still contributing to the same type of shit. That's it. That's all you doing. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't put myself on no pedestal spiritually. I don't give a fuck about a pedestal. I'm not telling you, oh, I'm here to do it. I don't come to you like that. It's just me realizing who I am and what my power is and my intelligence, and knowing that I can use this to help my people get out their own ways. But I don't call that a purpose. I call it a responsibility. If one knows something but doesn't tell other people, then what is the point of you knowing something? It makes you irresponsible, but also makes you immature, right? Because then I'm gonna keep all this information to myself. Fuck everybody else. You immature. You know something, but you won't tell nobody because you don't want nobody to take that information and go deeper within to find out something else that you didn't know about. So that's why you don't tell nobody. But that's not how this shit work. That ain't how. That ain't what we do. You should want everybody to be able to develop themselves in their own way. You should never have this pedestal to where only you can know what you know and nobody else can. You should never be like that. Right? Because then you have certain people, certain spiritual people, they see you doing something that's different from what they've been trying to do, but it never work, or something that they ain't doing, and they start to become jealous of it. Right? Because you doing something, you get more attention than they getting. When this shit ain't, it's not about this. This shit ain't. We ain't no motherfuckers. Ain't no content creators. This shit ain't about that. This shit is about helping our people rise. It ain't about no bullshit what other motherfuckers are trying to pit it as. It ain't about that. We moving off the universal law. That's what we moving off. And that's what we have to put out. Loyalty, love, and peace. That's what we putting out. It ain't no competition with no motherfucker. Ain't no, I'm better than him. It ain't none of that. That ain't the type of shit we doing. Right? So we as a people, we tend to move in a time zone rather than just moving off of law in the universe. And this is why some people become very confused in this world spiritually because how they moving. Because certain people is moving too much. If you moving too much, then you ain't gonna see the solution. But if you don't move at all, you will be able to realize what's meant for you to do. If you just slow down and realize. But if you moving too much, you ain't gonna be able to see that. You know. And this would be the problem with people. And like I said, why they can't get their shit right. Because they have this mindset of moving off the concept of time, and they put themselves on the pedestal rather than just doing what they feel and not what they thinking is, oh, that's what's meant for me to do. Just do what you feel, nigga. Don't just, oh, that's where I'm at. Oh, let me do. No, do what you feel. Just do what you feel. That's it. You ain't gotta be on no extra shit. Do what the fuck you feel. If you feel like rapping one day, all right, nigga, rap. Make a song, rap. Talk about some shit that you know. Rap. Okay, the next day you want to start working with magic, working with elements. All right, nigga, do that. And then you can use that as a tool to teach other people how to, how to work with shit like that. Use any way, any technique possible to help your people. There's no certain higher purpose what motherfuckers be talking about. It's just doing what you feel. That's it. There's no type of like I said, there's no type of purpose of what you call. It's just like I said, do what you feel. That's all it is. Everybody want to be one of these motherfuckers out here with all the knowledge and all the information. Your job may not be to give out information. Your job may be to rap. Like I just said, your job may be to shit work with a garden and shit, making shit, in the garden, doing shit, growing shit. That may be your job down here. It may be you doing something else. It may be you making motherfuckers laugh on some comedy shit. It may be other type of different shit, but everybody want to be the one with all the knowledge, all the wisdom, right? Because then what that does is twist up motherfuckers' minds because motherfuckers is hearing all type of different stories now, right? So you got motherfuckers that want to have all this knowledge and have all this information, like I said, about motherfuckers being fake woke and all that old shit. Right? Everybody want to have all this knowledge and all this information, but they ain't producing no facts to tell you if the shit they saying is true. Right? So you have a motherfucker on the other hand that's teaching you real shit, that's coming from him doing his self work and realizing what he is and all that old shit. And then you got another motherfucker that's just making up shit. Right? They ain't got no truth to what the fuck he talking about. So basically, what that's gonna do is that's gonna confuse minds. Cause a motherfucker probably be watching one motherfucker and he telling some shit and they don't really know if they lying or not. So they listen to him, then they come listen to you. The shit you saying sound good, but they don't know if your shit true or not. So they all confused. They don't know what the fuck is true and what ain't true. So then they gonna have to get the one motherfucker out that's telling the bullshit, get them out their mind, and then start listening to the right motherfucker. So you putting motherfuckers' minds in this little confusion type of situation to where they don't know what the fuck is true and what ain't true. Right? So everybody ain't, supposed to be on this motherfucker giving information and, doing the teaching shit. Not everybody's supposed to be doing that. A lot of motherfuckers is supposed to be doing other shit, right? But motherfuckers moving at this pace of purpose and all this old shit, they think, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Nah, it may be some other shit. You have to let go of all the limits that you put on yourself. You have to let go of all that. Cause you ain't gonna never be able to get nowhere. You know. And like I said, this is what be's the problem, with people today. This will be the problem, right? Because you got a lot of other people spiritually, um, that believe that just because that they spiritual, they believe that they should live a better life than everybody else. What the fuck? Who the fuck told you that? Who the fuck told you just because you spiritual, your life should be better than everybody else's? Who the fuck told you that? Ain't nobody life supposed to be better than somebody else's. Everybody deserve to live a good life. Everybody. Everybody have a chance, you know, in this life shit like I talked about before. Everybody deserve to live a good life, right? But it's just up to the people, you know, to choose to rather to live a good life or live a bad life. It's just up to them. Because you can't live a good life if you ain't right with yourself mentally. Right? So this is when we get into, you know, what people be talking about law of attraction and all this old shit. You can't practice the law of attraction if you don't know that you are the law. How the fuck am I gonna practice manifesting something when I am the manifester? I'm the law. I am everything. And everything is me. But if I don't realize that shit, how am I going to attract it? Right? Because the world we live in, like I'm speaking on about timing, the world we living in is illusion. Everything that's going on around the world is all consciousness. I don't give a fuck what it is. Even if it has a physical material, it's all a part of consciousness. So anything that's going on in the world consciously, you have the ability and the gift to attract it. You have the ability to because it's all illusion, right? But you have to know that you law to be able to attract all this shit. You have to understand the power of the brain. You have to understand the left brain, which is the masculine brain. Then you have to understand the right brain, which is the female brain. This the father line, the left hand, and then the right part of the brain is the mother line. Right, so this why you have the eye of Horus and the eye of Ra. The eye of Horus and the eye of Ra is basically getting you to understand the feminine brain and the masculine brain and how it comes together. Your senses smell, touch, sight, hear, and taste and feel and touch. All that's connected into all that shit is connected into your brain. So right, so you have senses of life and understanding from the left side and the right side. So mentally and physically, you bumping off both parts of the brain, both parts of the mind. You bumping off the female brain and you bumping off the left brain, which is the masculine brain. If you don't understand how to bump off the two, you ain't gonna be able to attract anything. Because some shit that you may want to attract, it may be caused by you being in one part of the brain. Right? So you say you want all the money in the world. Oh, I wanna be a millionaire. I want all the money in the world. I want this. You using one part of the brain. Right? Because if you don't have no explanation of why you want all the money in the world, then it has no purpose to it. It has no value. You just want to be rich for yourself, but you don't want it to be useful for everybody else. See, that's why it shit don't work for people, right? This is the shit that I had to study and I had to realize for myself because I had the same mindset. But after I realized that that's not how this shit work, I gained a better understanding of how this shit work. Right? So you have to be able to understand who you are, understand your power, and understand how to use it. Use the source within you. And understand and know what you're doing and why you're doing it and why it's a need to do it. Because it's a lot of egotistical spiritual people that I'm starting to see, these days. There's a lot of egotistical people that's supposedly calling themselves spiritual. And that's when I know that motherfuckers is not really doing any shadow work with themselves. If you consistently talking about just money, 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 money every single day, then that means you have a problem. It's something going on with you mentally. Because if that's the only thing that's on your mind, then that means it's an error within you. You have an error. Right, just like you would say, a motherfucker let's think about some pussy all day. It's a problem with him. It's the same shit that go for money. If you sit around thinking about money all day and that's all that's instilled into your mind, there's a problem. That means your chakra system is not balanced. Right, so you will basically be vibrating your root chakra. Your root chakra, that's the 4 point square, that's the earth. Right, so if you thinking about um money, think about something that's very materialistic that don't carry any value, then that means you vibrating uh, at your root chakra. Not necessarily your lower self, but you vibrating in a state that's not your highest principle. That's basically what that is. we have to stop as people moving in a time zone and just move off the energy of what we feel and what feels right. Whatever you working on or whatever you thinking about that feels right, just do it. Don't put a purpose on it or put a limit on it. Just do it. Because when you put something out that feel good to you, it's already gonna work because you feel good about it. As long as you feel good about it, it's gonna work. No matter if one motherfucker see it, three motherfuckers see it, 1,000 motherfuckers see it. It's already good because you feel good about it. So by you feeling good about it, it has purpose. But it's all about you feeling good about it. It's not by a higher power choosing you to put that out. It's you feeling good about it. You the master. You the higher power. You the one that's here to try to help contribute to the rise of the planet. It's you. It ain't no higher power that's telling you to do this shit. It's you. You already had graduated right on the land, understanding who you are and learning the elements and tapping in and shit. You already had graduated to all that shit. So you already know what's right and you already know what's wrong. So the mission in you was already set. You just gotta come here and remember what you gotta do. That's it. You already have it. But you say you have a purpose and you talk about all this extra shit, that's limiting you from what the fuck you gotta do. Because you only saying you supposed to do one thing when it's a whole bunch of other shit you could be doing. That's all I'm saying. Because when we telling each other, remember who you are, remember who you are, remember who you are, right? We telling you to remember your soul, remember your spirit, remember where you come from, remember why you are the way you are, right? But when we telling people remember who you are, we, in a sense, certain people get the idea that you telling them to remember who they are, basically to tell them that they're more powerful than any other person on the planet. When the whole time, nigga, once you remember who you are, you still gonna be the same person that you is. You just gonna have a better understanding. That's it. It ain't this facial feature, this body ain't nothing gonna change. You just gonna have a better understanding of it. That's all. Right? So for me, I've already remembered who I am. I know exactly who I am. Exactly. I'm a developing chief on the land, a young chief on the land, but I'm developing into it, right? So me developing into a chief is me having to be able to understand science, understand metaphysical, physics, algebra, understanding all the law, meditation, understanding the mind, understanding everything. That's the way that I am developing into a chief. I'm already a chief, but I have to develop into that knowing and into that realization. Right. So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm teaching, also learning myself, also, doing certain things out of the normal to others. Because that's me developing as a chief. Because then at the end of the day, once I develop the way I'm supposed to and everything starts to align and connect, I'm going to realize why I was doing all the things that I was doing. Because it was all leading me up to where I'm at right now. Right. But I'm still in this body though. Right. So I thought remembering who I was going to change the way I look, change everything. Nah, you still going to be the same person. You just going to have a better understanding. That's it. That's all it is. You just have a better understanding. Not motherfuckers think, okay, I remember who I am, I'm gonna activate my superpower. No, it's gonna give you a realization on what you need to do to activate your superpower. It ain't gonna just be granted to your ass. It's gonna allow you to understand how to discover it and what you need to do with it. That's it. You know. So I'm hitting you with some shit tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm hitting you with some shit, you know. But this is just what it is though. You gotta get past, like I said, get past the limitation, get past the bullshit that other motherfuckers be hollering out. Do what feels right. That's it. Cause everybody got their own journey. Everybody got their own thing that they supposed to be doing. Everybody. Everybody playing a role in this shit. Even the motherfuckers that you call sleep. They even playing a role in this shit because they are a reminder to you that a lot of motherfuckers just ain't right. That a lot of motherfuckers need to be healed. Even negative people. Motherfuckers that's negative and ain't right with themselves and that always promote hate, they contributing to this shit too. Everybody is contributing to something. Everybody have a role that they play. But everybody has the obligation and has the right to change their role or add in more to help them uh conquer what they're trying to conquer. Everybody. It's just a matter of if that's what you want to do. That's it. That's why I kind of like what I'm seeing right now in the NBA. Right, it's a lot of young guys that's coming into the NBA right now that's changing the structure of the NBA, and they probably ain't even fucking realizing it. Right? Because you got a lot of NBA players right now that's expanding their talents. Right? So they ain't just relying on dribbling the ball to be their only career, be their only talent that they have. They using other platforms. Right? So now you have young basketball players coming in, some of them rapping. Right? Some of them rapping, or you got some of them that may be making their own clothes, or you got some that may be YouTubers, doing their own YouTube videos, or they may be fucking around with the TikTok, doing their own shit, you know, and I like seeing that because they expand in their talents. They not just relying on one thing to be their only gift. Right. So this is what I'm talking about. The subject I'm on is, you know, not allowing one thing to be your purpose. You can add in a lot of different shit. There's no such thing as just one purpose. There's no such thing as that. That don't exist. That's some bullshit. You have other things that you can do. Right? You just have to stop limiting yourself. That's it. That's all I'm saying. This is why you got a lot of rappers in the industry that be fucking trash. You got a lot of trash ass rappers because they relying on rapping to be their only career, and a lot of these rappers can't rap, right? And it may be other shit that they may be really, really good at, but they ain't doing it because it don't entertain them the way that being a rapper do, right? They want that rap lifestyle, groupies and shit, buying expensive shit, looking a certain way. You know, they want that rap lifestyle, but they ain't the lifestyle that's meant for them. You know, it wasn't designed for them, right? So they just living a lifestyle that's not for them, right? And that's why other people could be able to see that that's not their shit. That ain't what they supposed to be doing, right? And it's them just relying on one thing to be their only thing when they got other shit that they could be doing and putting their mind to. They got other shit, you know. So that's what it be, you know. You know. So we have to move at the pace, like I said, of energy. That's the pace we move off of, energy. Whatever feels right, you do it. What don't feel right, you don't do it. If I got something that can help others and I know it can really help others, I'm gonna do it. And that's how you have to be. That's how it has to be. You know, because then once you realize that it's always a room for improvement and expansion, you gonna realize how talented you really are. You gonna realize it. Now, by doing one thing, you ain't gonna realize it. But if you do other shit, you gonna realize like, damn, I'm really talented. You gonna realize it. You gonna realize that you damn near good at everything. Once you start expanding yourself. That's gonna be your realization. And that's gonna keep you from doing just one thing. That's gonna keep you from doing it. You gonna always do other shit. to try to, try to build something else for yourself. You know, that's what you're gonna do. I'm about to go ahead and get off of here. I said enough. Um, this is Chief Simon. I would like to say peace to the goddesses once again. Peace to the gods. Peace to the Queen of Heaven and Earth, Isis. Uh, or Big Mama, whatever they want to call her. Peace to the Oreo Reese's. Peace to the planet. Peace to the cosmos. Um, I like send out the energy of love and light out. Um, from one conscious mind to another, we all got each other. Great minds thinking like two minds is greater than one, but one great mind is greater than no mind. One mind tells all, but two minds speak a little. Right? So, that being said, this is Chief Silent Black Hawk. I'm signing out. Peace.